I decided to have LASIK because I've been nearsighted almost all of my life. I had glasses when I was first in 4th grade, and my vision continually got worse as I got older, and I was tired of being dependent on contacts and glasses. I chose EyeHealth Northwest because the physicians and the staff were just really supportive and helpful. They gave me all the information that I needed without ever any pressure. And I'm in healthcare, so I tend to be pretty conservative, and they reassured me, and I just felt very confident with them as my team. I was very confident in the surgeons that there was never going to be anything unnecessary. In fact, recognizing that not everyone is a candidate for LASIK and that I was pretty nearsighted to start with, I was concerned to make sure that I was a good candidate. And they took very good precautions and reassured me that I was an excellent candidate, but I never felt pressured in any way. My pre-operative evaluation was really smooth. I actually saw one of the physicians for another eye-associated question, and that led to our discussions about LASIK possibilities. So I started the process, and they let me gradually think about it, since I am kind of conservative about things like this. But the whole process was really smooth. And throughout the whole workup, all of my questions were answered repeatedly, and I was given additional reading information so that I could feel very confident with what I was going to undergo. The day of surgery was actually a lot less anxiety-provoking than I thought it would be. So I think I'd come to be really confident with the team so that I wasn't nervous at all. I was excited about what was going to take place because it was going to be so life-changing. I had no pain during surgery. It was a really easy process. There was a couple things during the surgery that were a little bit unusual and disconcerting maybe, but the doctor explained everything so well beforehand, during the surgery, right before anything took place, that nothing came as a surprise. So even the parts of the surgery that were a little bit out of the ordinary from what you would ever be exposed to in your day-to-day life, you were completely prepared for. I actually have several family members and friends who are now considering LASIK because of my experience. And what I've told them is to be really comfortable with the physician and the team that they choose, that don't feel pressured. If you're feeling pressured, that it's probably maybe not the right fit for you. And just to take your time and to make the decision, because it's your eyes and your health. The surgery has changed my life so much. For the first several months after having the surgery, I kept feeling like there was something missing when I would get ready for bed at night because I didn't have to take my contacts out. And waking up and being able to see the alarm clock clearly in the morning was a thrill every day. And now it's been about a year since my surgery, and I have to say, I've forgotten what it was like to not be able to see clearly, even though it's been a much shorter time that I've seen 20/20 than I had to have corrective vision or corrective lenses before. I had a -8 correction factor, so I was extremely nearsighted, and after surgery, I've been 20/20. After the surgery, there is some medications that you use, a lot of eye drops, and it's part of the healing process and to let your eyes be prepared after the surgery, but it wasn't really that difficult. There's about 4 times a day, so it was more medication than I'd ever used before, but that was really easy. Sleeping with the goggles took a little bit of getting used to for about 2 weeks, but that was a small price to pay. Overall, my experience with the people at EyeHealth Northwest has been wonderful. I think they are miracle workers. They've really changed my life.